A man is born alone and dies alone, and he experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone, and he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. No one can defeat a powerful mind. Do not reveal what you have thought upon doing, but by wise counsel keep it secret, being determined to carry it into execution. Even if a snake is not poisonous, it should pretend to be venomous. Never make friends with people who are above or below you in status. Such friendships will never give you any happiness. He who is overly attached to his family members experiences fear and sorrow, for the root of all grief is attachment. Thus, one should discard attachment to be happy. The world's biggest power is the beauty and the youth of a woman. A man is great by deeds, not by birth. There is some self-interest behind every friendship. There is no friendship without self-interests. This is a bitter truth. Humbleness is at the root of self-control. It's better to die than to preserve this life by incurring disgrace. God dwells not in the wooden or stone or earthen idols. His abode is in our feeling, our thoughts. It is only through the feeling that we deem God existing in these idols. He who lives in our mind is near, though he may actually be far away, but he who is not in our heart is far, though he may really be nearby. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. The loss of life causes but a moment's grief, but disgrace brings grief every day of one's life. Knowledge is lost without putting it into practice. A man is lost due to ignorance. An army is lost without a commander, and a woman is lost without a husband. Treat your kid like a darling for the first 5 years. For the next 5 years, scold them. By the time they turn 16, treat them like a friend. Your grown-up children are your best friends. Once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it. People who work sincerely are the happiest. As soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. As a single withered tree, if set aflame, causes a whole forest to burn, so does a rascal son destroy a whole family. The one excellent thing that can be learned from a lion is that whatever a man intends doing should be done by him with a wholehearted and strenuous effort. Accumulated wealth is saved by spending, just as incoming fresh water is saved by letting out stagnant water. There is poison in the fang of the serpent, in the mouth of the fly, and in the sting of the scorpion. But the wicked man is saturated with it. The life of an uneducated man is as useless as the tail of a dog, which neither covers its rear end nor protects it from bites of insects. Purity of speech, of the mind, of the senses, and of a compassionate heart are needed by one who desires to rise to the divine platform. A wise man should restrain his senses like the crane and accomplish his purpose with due knowledge of his place, time, and ability. The fragrance of flowers spreads only in the directions of the wind. But the goodness of a person spreads in all direction. Drop the idea that love and attachment are one thing. They are enemies. It is attachment that destroys all love. We should not fret for what is past, nor should we be anxious about the future. Men of discernment deal only with the present moment. One whose knowledge is confined to books and whose wealth is in the possession of others can use neither knowledge nor wealth to carry it into execution. The earth is supported by the power of truth. It is the power of truth that makes the sun shine and the winds blow. Indeed, all things rest upon truth. Every neighboring state is an enemy, and the enemy's enemy is a friend. Avoid him who talks sweetly before you but tries to ruin you behind your back, for he is like a pitcher full of poison with milk on top. Just as it is impossible to know when a swimming fish is drinking water, so it is impossible to find out when a government servant is stealing money. There is no austerity equal to a balanced mind, and there is no happiness equal to contentment. There is no disease like covetousness, and no virtue like mercy. For every effect, there is a specific cause. Success is not an accident. Success is not based on chance. Success is not a matter of luck. Success is the result of well thought out action. Till the enemy's weakness is known, he should be kept on friendly terms. A wise man shall make use of even a child's sensible utterance. Those base men who speak of the secret faults of others destroy themselves like serpents that stray onto ant hills. If a king is energetic, his subjects will be equally energetic. If he is reckless, they will not only be reckless likewise but also eat into his works. The happiness and peace attained by those satisfied by the nectar of spiritual tranquility is not attained by greedy persons restlessly moving here and there. Books are useful to a stupid person as a mirror is useful to a blind person. Never settle for anything less than what you deserve. It's not pride, it's self-respect. Learn from other people's mistakes. You can't live long enough to make them all yourselves. There are 3 gems upon this earth: food, water, and pleasing words. Fools consider pieces of rocks as gems. Time perfects men as well as destroys them. There are only 2 ways of dealing with the evil persons or thorns. Crush them under your boot or stay far away from them. There is no present and future of the lazy. All creatures are pleased by loving words, and therefore we should address words that are pleasing to all, for there is no lack of sweet words. He who befriends a man whose conduct is vicious, whose vision impure, and who is notoriously crooked, is rapidly ruined.